All right, so before we get into Zorga, I just wanna go over. So Shadow Paladin. Y'all got a replacement for a Phantom Blaster. I think it's Diablo or Spectral Duke. It's Spectral Duke Diablo. Y'all have a replacement for Spectral Duke Diablo. So good job, guys. Y'all got a G guard that puts 5 grade 1s back to the bottom of your deck, and then for a counterblast, it's a PG. Pretty nice. And then Narukami stuff. What can I say? But the real thing that we're all here to talk about is the boy, Dead Sea Spiritualist, Grave Zorga. Now you saw me and Taylor's reaction to this card. I mean, let's just look at it for a second. You know, it's Crimson. He's got the hood down. He looks hot as hell. Man after my own heart. So, what does the lad do? Continuous Vanguard Circle. If you Alchemagic this turn, all your front row units get 5k. Okay, cool. Passive 5k. Nice. So far, act Vanguard Circle once per turn. Soul Blast 1, discard 1. Choose a normal order from your drop zone, put it into your hand, and until end of turn, when you would play a normal order, you can basically Alchemagic. Now I'm going to get to that in a bit, but I also want to talk about Clouded Miasma, which is, I guess, the new grade 3 order to go along with this new Zorga, since Grief, Despair, Rejection doesn't work with this Zorga. So for a counterblast, we choose a grade 3 or less card from our drop zone, call it. And then if this was part of an Alchemagic, we choose one of our Vanguards, and it gets all your front row units get 5k continuous skill until end of turn. So this plus Grave Zorga, I guess, replaces the Grief, Despair, Rejection, which is fine. I guess it calls a card, but that's besides the point. Okay, we're making a Google Doc about the pros and cons of this new Zorga. So firstly, neglecting art, because I think its art is phenomenal. So it gives a passive power up. All right. Cons. We lose main phase call. No main phase call. Okay, that's fine. Pro of new Zorga, we get order filtering, which, as I'm sure you guys know, that's my biggest gripe with Zorga at this current moment in time, which is why I run the Chef. Yeah, I have my deck next to me. Why wouldn't I? But because Zorga is a built-in filtering, it's nice. Now, what does that mean? No passive Alchemagic, which is unfortunate. Me personally, I'm fine taking the L on no passive, because Zorga is the Alchemagic clause is a continuous Vanguard Circle, and so I'm fine with filtering it out and then Alchemagicking. What my issue is that Stoicheia as a clan, because Zorga does not, as of right now at 1:41 in the morning on the 6th of April, no effective way to build. Oh wait, no, that's a this goes down here. No effective way to build Soul. Now, I have considered, because this has been out for, I guess, 6 hours now, I have considered putting Hendrina in the deck, because I think using your Soul in a very particular manner is important, especially considering the fact that all of the quote-unquote good orders that Zorga has access to require a Soul Blast. I'm talking Spiritual Body, Condensation. If you want to consider Cursed Soul, Squirming in Agony, that's also an option. And just things like that. There's the Blooming Petal, but A, that's a 9k in a format where 10ks are the standard for grade 2. It also requires you to have no soul, so you're already behind on resources. However, you can also play the Clipping Dragon. The problem with Clipping Dragon is A, it's at the end of the turn, and B, you have to have Alchemagicked that turn or hit like a certain number of attacks. And then it goes to soul and countercharges you 1. It's like Tearful Malice. And Tearful Malice is also a card that does that. The problem is that, again, it's the end of the battle phase, which means that, or end of turn.
Hey guys, it's Gingy Snaps in post-production. So, when I was talking about Clipping Dragon, the point that I wanted to make was that because it needs to be in your end phase where it goes to soul and countercharges you 1, if you manage to get it under that stipulation, you're fine. But if you're using that as your go to soul kind of card, if you have no soul, clipping is useless, which is the ultimate thing. Clipping is a dead card, and that's ultimately what I wanted to say. Where it is, unless you are consistently alchemagicking, which with red Zorga, you know, green Luard, red Luard, blue Zorga, red Zorga. If you're consistently alchemagicking, then you should be fine. But if you ever stop alchemagicking, which has been what I find Zorga's biggest issue to be thus far, where if you stop alchemagicking, you lose the entire momentum of the game. If you stop alchemagicking, it's a dead card. It's sitting wherever it is, dead in the water. So just want to point that out there.
But what does this mean? It means that deck space opens up. Deck space opens up. No longer do we have to play Carry On Processing. I'm actually incentivized to play things like Gather Upon Me, because I'm at least going to have one order in hand because of the filtering from the new Zorga, because I'm going to exchange one card for an order card. And if the order that I play is Gather Upon Me, I can at least give Zorga an extra drive check. But there is a lot to be desired on Zorga. Do I think it's better than set 1 Zorga? No, I think this is... It's weird because this is definitely you have 2 different ways of building a deck with the same name. Like, you don't necessarily have more than one way effectively to build Nirvana, for example. You don't really have effectively more than one way to play Magnolia. This, you have 2 very distinct ways of building Zorga now, and they both do different things, which I think is exciting in a way. Am I hopeful that we're going to either A, get a multi-attacker, which allows us to play the flagship go to soul draw card guy? Yes. Am I hoping for a more effective way to build soul? Also yes. Do I think Clouded Miasma is a good card? Also yes. I think one of the other things is that because of Grave Zorga's passive 5k, on one hand, it allows you to not always alchemagic with Grief, Despair, Rejection, which I think is part of what their design process with this is, where Cloud of Miasma is A, call, and B, finishes that Grave Zorga GDR stipulation. But the problem with GDR right now is that you can't put 10k on the dragon, and the dragon is your best beater as of right now. Overall, in exchange for Grief, Despair, Rejection, we get a call that basically doubles Grave Zorga's first skill, but also allows us to open up deck space for cards that we don't necessarily want to be forced to ran, like Grief, Despair, Rejection. I personally am going to be building Grave Zorga. I'm a sucker for Crimson backgrounds. I think he's hot. He solves an issue that I personally have, which is order filtering. And so I am excited to play him. I am excited to theory craft with him. I'm going to try to start streaming on Twitch so that we can go through this testing process together. And yeah, I'm excited to have 2 different builds of Zorga. And I think this one is definitely going to be my Zorga. Hashtag my Zorga. So I hope you all enjoyed the video. Like, comment, subscribe. Let me know what you guys think of this Zorga and of Miasma. And I'm sorry about my scratchy throat. I'm coming over a cold. So I hope you all enjoyed the video, and see you all next time. Bye.